Hi friends, welcome to Lace Academy's online videos. Today in this video, I will take you through explanation of a complete module of mathematics that we have taken from very recently conducted examination of SSC CGL Tier 1. This exam was conducted for 2019 notification and the exam was actually conducted in March 2020. So in this, I will be taking you through the entire 25 questions module of mathematics or numerical ability of Tier 1 and see how to answer in the best way each and every question without really wasting much time. Now I'll take you through each and every question slide wise, and without really wasting time on each question, I'll be straight away telling you how to answer the question. I'll answer the question and I'll move out to the next question. If you have any doubt, you always can come back to us through WhatsApp, where our WhatsApp number is given in the description link of the same video. Now let's see the questions one by one. A and B start moving towards each other from places X and Y at the same time. Towards each other means they are coming opposite directions. Speed of A is 20% more than B. So if B speed is B, A speed will be 120% of B, or I can say simply 6 by 5 of B. This is B speed, this is A speed. After meeting each other on the way, A and B take 2.5 hours and X hours. So A take 2.5 hours, which is 5 by 2 hours, and B takes X hours to reach their destinations. What is the value of X? In this, we always know that first person speed and the second person speed will always be equal to the ratio of the times of the second person and first person taken under square root. So first person speed, A speed, let us say, is 6 by 5B by B speed should be equal to ratio of second person time by first person time under square root. So if I actually remove the square root on this side, it becomes 36 by 25 is equal to 2x by 5. Now it gives you X value. X is equal to, you can see, 18, and this is 5, 18 by 5. So X equal to 18 by 5. Where is 18 by 5 here? Here. So 3 by 5 hours, and then we can go into the next question. A DI has been given number of engineers recruited by 4 companies over the years. Number of engineers recruited by B in 2014 and 17. B 2014 is 90 engineers recruited and 17 is 106. So he is talking about 196. Is what percentage of total number of engineers recruited by C during 2015 to 2019? 2015 to 2019 of C is this total. 90, 90, 90, 180, 270, 370, 480, 495, 500 and 510. So he's asking what is this percentage. You can verify here. I'm actually removing the last digit 90, 90, 90, 270 and 100 and 100, 470. Again this 348 I added, 485, 490 or 500 exactly. So 196 by 5 is the answer. 196 by 5 means, yeah, 196 by 5 is 39.2. Good. Now let's move on to the next question. In a triangle ABC, AB is equal to AC and AL is perpendicular to BC at L. Okay. Isosceles triangle, AL is a perpendicular drawn. DEF, DE equal to DF, DM is perpendicular to EF at M. This is also an isosceles triangle. So again 90-degree angle will be formed at the perpendicular. If the areas of these two triangles are in the ratio 9:25, then is asking DM and AL. Okay. So in two similar triangles, if the areas are in the ratio 9:25, their corresponding side should be in the ratio 3:5. So I can say DM is 5 and AL is 3. So he's asking 5 plus 3, 8 by 5 minus 3, 2. So what is 8 by 2? 4. Go to the next question. A can complete a work in 40 days. So his daily work is 1 by 40. B is 25% more efficient than that. For 25% more will be 5 by 4. Okay, if I say B is 5 by 4 times of this, he will be 1 by 32. Yep. is everyday work, and C is 28% more efficient than B, than this 28%. So 128. So 128 by 100 if I write, we know that okay 1 by 25, because 32 force is 128. So these are the times taken by each and every person. They work together for 5 days. They work together for 5 days, and the remaining work has to be completed by B alone. If they work together for 5 days, let us say A works for 5 days with 1 by 40 efficiency, C works for 5 days with 1 by 25 efficiency, B works for 5 days and alone X days with 32 efficiency. They are all completing one work. So this is 1 by 8 plus 1 by 5 plus 5 by X by 32 is equal to 1. So for 32 and 8, the LCM we have to, for 32 and 5, the LCM we can take 160, I can take LCM. So 20 plus 32 plus 25 plus 5x equal to 1. So if I send this 160 there, it will be 160, and this is 20 plus 45. See how much 5x is equal to 52 plus 25, 77. 160 minus 77, 83. So 83 by 5 should be your answer. 83 by 5 is here, 16 3 by 5. Go to the next question. Again the same DA has come. Ratio of total number of engineers recruited by A and B in 15 and 18. A 15 132, 18 148. Their total is 280. And B 118 and 112, 230. So it is 510. Is to total number of engineers C and D in 14 and 18. C 14 85, 18 105, 190, plus D 105 and 125, 105 and 230. So it's asking 51 is to 42. If I cancel with 3, I'll get 17 is to 14. Now let's move on to the next question. 18 divided by 2 of 1 by 4. Actually, first half has to be done. Within the brackets, I am doing the operation, because brackets, we know have the BODMAS rule. First to bracket, then off, then division. Off means into. So 2 into 1 by 4 is 1 by 2. 18 divided by 1 by 2 is 36. Into. Here, I can write it as 2 by 3 into 4 by 3 into 5 by 8. First division, I am because division of 3 by 4 is into 4 by 3. So what can we do? This can be cancelled. Divided by 2 by 3. I'll write it as 2 by 3. First of all, 3 by 4 of 3 by 4 is 9 by 16. So it becomes 16 by 9, because division is there again. So this is what is asking, 36 into 5 by 9 into, if I reverse this, it becomes 27 by 32. So this will be your answer. 9 1s, 9 3s, 4 8s, 4 9s. So 45, 135 by 8. 135 by 8. 16 7 by 8 is your answer. Go to the next question. ABC is an equilateral triangle. AD is perpendicular to BC. D lies on BC. So this is height. So height actually is given as root 3 by 2 A. That is given equal to 4 root 3. That means A is equal to 8. That means each side of equilateral triangle is 8. What is its perimeter? 24. Go to the next question. Cyclic quadrilateral is given. Okay. PQRS is the name of the cyclic quadrilateral. Okay, let us say this is a cyclic quadrilateral PQRS. PQ is equal to X. QR is equal to 16.8. RS is equal to 14. And PS is equal to 25.2. PR, this is PR. This PR is exactly bisecting QS. That means this part and this part are same. Now I know that this angle and this angle will be equal, because two lines are meeting, and this part and this part are equal. And when I see these triangles formed, actually the sector angles formed here as well as here should be equal, because same S and R are forming both. So by taking that, I can say this 16.8 will be actually 16.8, and this should be in the ratio of 25.2, and this. Same way I can say 14 and this should be in the ratio of this and this. So finally I can say 16.8 and 25.2 are in what ratio? 14 and XR also should be in the same ratio. I'm using similarity of triangles here. So I can see here 16.8 half is 8.4 ma, so half extra, that means 1.5. So 14 into 1.5 will be your answer. What is 14 into 1.5? 21. Go to the next question. 2 sin theta plus 15 cos square theta is 7. Then okay. So what I will do is plus 15 into, instead of cos square, I'll write it as 1 minus sin square is equal to 7. So if I send that side, 15 sin square theta minus 2 sin theta minus 8 is equal to 0. So this is a quadratic equation sin square. So 15 into 8 is 120 minus 120. So I can write it as minus 12 and plus 2, 10. That means sin theta should be either 12 by 15 or minus 10 by 15. But because it is in first quadrant, minus cannot be possible. So sin theta is equal to 4 by 5. If sin theta is 4 by 5, automatically cos theta is equal to 3 by 5. And tan theta should be equal to 4 by 3. So it's asking tan theta 4 by 3 plus cos theta 3 by 5 plus secant theta 5 by 3. Take the LCM 15, 20 plus 9 plus 25. So what is coming here? 54 by 15. 54 by 15. 54 by 15 can be written as 18 by 5. 18 by 5 here you have. Now let's move on to the next question. 2 bottles of same capacity. This is important. Same capacity. That means both the bottles have same volume. So same capacity. 35% and 1/3% full of orange juice. They are filled up completely with apple juice. Then the contents of both bottles are emptied into other vessel. Percentage of apple juice is asking. So 35% orange juice is there, means apple juice should be 65%. So I can say the ratio, if I take the ratio, it is 7:13. And 33 1 by 3 is 1/3. So if 1/3 is our orange juice, remaining 2/3 will be apple juice. So I can say first solution has 7:13 ratio of orange and apple juice. Next one is 1:3. Here total number of parts are 20. Here total number of parts are 3. So what I do is I think that we have taken 60 liters here and total 120 liters both together. Now he's asking about apple juice. Apple juice 60 liters, 7:13. So 39 liters apple juice is there. And here 40 liters apple juice is there. 60 I split into 1:2. So total 79 liters out of 120 is your apple juice, ma. Into 100 is your percentage. So it is nothing but 79 by 12. So 12 6s 72. Still 7 is there. 12 5s. So 65 point something should come. So that's your answer. Now move on to the next question. Value of the expression cosecant 85 plus theta, 5 minus theta, 55 plus and 35 minus. So best option is put theta equal to 5 degree, because all the options are constants. They should be same for any theta value. So if I put theta equal to 5, cosecant 90, 1 minus secant 0, 1 minus tan 60 root 3 plus cot 30 root 3. 1 and minus 1 cancels, minus root 3 plus root 3 cancel. Answer is 0. Go to the next question. Anu fixes selling price at 25% cost price. Okay, so she is actually putting selling price as 125% cost price. Now cost price itself became 120%. And she raised the selling price by 10%. So extra 10% on this becomes 137.5%. What is her profit percentage? So 120 is now her cost price and 137.5 is her selling price. So 17.5 is her profit out of 120. Into 100 is your percentage. So it is like actually 175 by 120 if you see without decimal, frankly speaking. So what is 175 by 120 or 175 by 12? I can say 175 by 12. Actually we know that 12 15s is 180. So it should be just less than 15. So your answer is 14.6. Go to the next question. We got the DI here. What is he asking here? The number of years in which number of engineers recruited by D is less than the average number of engineers recruited B in the given year. So we have to find out average for B. So we have to add all of them. 90 plus 110, 200, 290, 390, 500, 610. I am writing 610 here. 8 plus 8, 16, 22 plus 10, 32. So 642 is the total of B for 6 years. So average is 107. So he's asking in how many places D is less than 107. Here, here, here. D is less than 107. Others, they are greater than 107. So 3 years is your answer. Go to the next question. X power 4 plus x square y square plus y power 4 is 21. X square plus xy plus y square equal to 7 is asking the value of this expression. Now actually if this is x power 4 plus 2 into x square y square plus y power 4, it should have been x square plus y square whole square. But the problem is here, instead of 2x square y square, there is only 1x square y square. So 1x square y square is less, this is 21. So this is like a square minus b square, which is a square a plus b into a minus b is 21. Luckily we know this value here given. So if this is 7, we get x square plus y square minus xy is equal to 3, because 7 3 is 21. And we know that x square plus y square plus xy is 7 already given. From this I can find xy value is 2, 7 minus 3 by 2. So if xy is 2, what is he asking here? He is asking x square plus y square by x square y square. So x square plus y square becomes 5, because 7 minus 2 by x square y square is this square, part is 2 square, 4. So our answer is 5 by 4. Yes, we have here. And then we'll go into the next question. A racetrack is in the shape of a ring whose inner circumference and outer circumference are given. Inner circumference is 2 into 22 by 7 into inner radius is 440. From this I'll get the inner radius value. Inner radius is equal to 70, because this 44 10 times 70. Same way, outer circumference is 2 into 22 by 7 into capital R is equal to 506. So from this I can get R value. So 44 tens 440, still 66 is there. So 44 11s 484.5. 44 11s is 484 more another 22. Right. So R is equal to 11.5 into 7, which is 77, 80.5, 77 with 3.5. So he's asking now cost of leveling the track. Leveling the track depends on the area. Area of the track is equal to pi r square of outer area minus pi r square of inner area. So pi into r square minus r square will get 80.5 whole square minus 70 square. This is a square minus b square. I'll write a plus b, which is 150.5 into a minus b, which is 10.5 into how much per each square meter? 6 rupees. So he's asking what is this value? He's asking what is this value? So this is 7 into 1.5 here. So this is 22 into 150.5 into 9. 22 9s is 198. So if this is 200, it is nearly 30,000. So it should be just less than 30,000, and the best answer here is 29,000 something. Now move on to the next question. X is a mean proportional between 12.8 and 64.8. Y is a third proportional between 38.4, 57.6. He is asking the ratio of X and Y. Luckily, we have everywhere one decimal, right? So for X and Y value, we will get the same number of decimals. So I am removing the decimals and doing the answer. So X is a mean proportional of 128 and 648 I am taking. This is how mean proportional can be found. 128 can be written as 64 into 2. And this is 81 into 8. So we'll get 64 means 8. 81 means 9, 4. So this is the value of X. 64 square root is 8. 81 square root is 9. 2 8 is 16 square root is 4. This is X value. Y value is a third proportional. So 384 is to 576 should be equal to 576 is to Y. This is what we call as third proportional. Right. We can say 384 into 1.5 is this. Obviously, so 576 into 1.5 should be Y. So Y is equal to 576 into 1.5 means 3 by 2. So 576 extra 288 will be added. If extra 288 is added here, we get 4, 5, 8. So 854 is y. So he's asking 2x is to y. 2x. 8 into 9 into 4 into 2 is to 854. I'll write it as 576 into 3 by 2. That will be easier for me. This is 288. 3 ones, 3 threes, 2 ones, 2 144, 12 12s. So 8 is to 12. 8 is to 12 means 4 twos, 4 threes. So my answer is 2 is to 3. Now move on to the next question. Compound interest at 10% per annum at 2 1 by 3 years is 1200. Compounded yearly, sum is. So 10% per annum normally for 2 years will give 21% interest. Here it is 2 1 by 3 years. 2 1 by 3 years should be 21 plus something extra. So best option we will be selecting. If I take 5,400, 5,400 20% itself is 1080. So 21% itself is 1134 actually nearly. So it will go beyond 1200. So answer should be less than 5,400. If I take 4,500, let us say 4,500, 21% is 9,000 with 40, so 900 with 45, which is 945. And even if I take 2% extra also, it will maximum will be 1100. So answer should be beyond 4,500 and less than 5,400. So best option possible here is 4,800. If you want, you can verify and see, but the options are very friendly given. So I straight away saw that 5,400 interest will be more than 1,200. It actually goes into 1,300s. And 4,500 interest will be only 1,100. So best answer should be between them. So the best answer possible here is 4800. Now let's move on to the next question. Average of first 4 numbers is 3 times of the fifth number. Average of all 5 numbers is given. So average of 4 numbers is 3 times of fifth number, means the sum of 4 numbers will be 12 times of the fifth number plus fifth number by their average is given as 85.8. So 13E is equal to 85.8 into 5. 13 6s 78.666. So 6.6 into 5 is 33. Good. So E is the fifth number I have taken, A, B, C, D, E. Right. Now let's move on to the next question. When 200 is divided by positive integer x, remainder is 8. So when 200 is divided by x, remainder is coming as 8. That means x can perfectly divide 192. So we have to understand how many x's are there who can divide 192. But remainder is 8 means the number should be greater than 8. So first let's find out the number of factors for 192. 192 is nothing but 2 into 96, 2 into 48, 2 into 24, 2 into 12, 2 into 6, 2 into 3. Yeah, so it is 2 power 6 into 3 power 1. So total number of factors is 7 into 2, which is 14. But in these 14 factors, I should have numbers which are more than 8. So I'm removing factors of 192 which are less than 8. So 1, 2, even 3 is also a factor. 3, 2 2s, 4 is a factor. 2 into 3, 6 also is a factor. 2 into 2 into 2, 8. So these are all factors which are up to 8. Because a number remaining, dividing with a remainder 8 should be a number greater than 8. So it's indirectly asking the factors of 192 greater than 8. So out of 14 factors, these 6 factors are up to 8. So removing these 6 factors, remaining 8 will be the number of numbers required. Move on to the next question. He has given a very big expression where we have a plus b plus c whole cube format. First, let us verify if I can take any value for a, b, c and get the answer. Let's say a equal to b equal to c equal to 1. If we are able to get any option out of this, then it's a good thing. Otherwise, I'll skip the question and go. What happens here? 1 plus 1 minus 1. So it's a 1 cube plus 1 cube minus 8. So my answer should be minus 6. Substituting here 3 into 1 into 1 minus 2 minus 1. This is 6 into 1 into 1. This is 6 into 1. I am putting a equal to b equal to c equal to 1 into minus 1. Here I am getting -3, here I am getting 6, here I am getting -6, and here I am getting 3 into 1 into 1, 3. So this is the only option we are getting -6 here as the question. So this is expression perfectly matching with the question expression. Go to the, luckily we got A equal to B equal to C equal to 1 verified now. Right, now let's move into the next question. A dealer marks price at 140%, sells at discount of 20% and 25%. Okay, so what happens? So loss is 140. 14 8 112. 112 into 3 by 4 is 84. So he's selling at 84% price. He's selling at 84% price means 16% loss. 16% loss is 140. What is 100% equal to? 100% equal to 140 into 100 by 16. So this is what is asking us to calculate. I can say this is 20, so 250s and 2 8s, or I can say 225s and 2 4s. 4 1s, 4 35s. 35 into 25 should end with 5. So this is the only one option possible. Go to the next question. Quadrilateral ABCD circumscribes a circle. Circumscribes means outside the circle the quadrilateral is there, exactly touching it like tangents, like this. This name is ABCD. AB is 8, okay. BC is 7, okay. CD is 6. What is the length of AD? So we can say from here, this is the tangent drawn here and this is a tangent drawn. So these two should be same. Same way here and here it should be same. Same way here and here it is same, and this should be same. So let us say this is P, or I can say this is X, this is X, this is Y, this is Y, this is Z, this is Z, this is P, this is P. So I can say X plus Y is equal to 7, Y plus Z equal to 8, X plus P is equal to 6, and is asking P plus Z is equal to what? X plus Y is equal to 7, Y plus Z is equal to 8, P plus X is equal to 6, P plus Z equal to what? Let us, instead of doing equation, let me verify, because I have time. I'm actually spending a bit of time here. If you do these equations also, what you can get actually is, you can get X minus Z or Z minus X value. Z minus X is equal to 1. You have to take Z and X values in such a way that they are differing by 1. And if I subtract these two, I will get Y minus P also equal to 1. So Y value and P value also should be differing by 1. So I say this is 3, this is 3. If this is 3, X should be 4. X plus P is 6, right? I am trying with 6, 3 and 3. This is 3, this is 4, very good. And this is 4, this is 4, then this is 4, this is 3. So coming as 7. If I take this as 2, this should be 4, this is 4, this is 3, this is 3, this is 5, this is 5, this is 2, still 7. So every case I am getting 7. So P plus Z becomes 7. So I am just verifying instead of solving all the equations. Let's move on to the next question. This is a very standard pattern of question can be asked. So first I am writing X plus 1 by X is equal to minus 3. I am forming the equation like this. Cube it. If I cube it, I should get minus 3 whole cube, which is minus 27, minus of minus 3 into 3k, so plus 9, which is minus 18. So X cube plus 1 by X cube is minus 18. If I square this, I should get X power 6. So if I square this, my answer should be minus 18 whole square minus 2. So 324 minus 2 should be your answer. So X power 6 plus 1 by X power 6 is minus 18 whole square minus 2, which is 322. Go to the next question. Total engineers recruited by A in 2014 to 17. 2014 to 17. 120, 140, 260 and 260, 520 is what percentage more than total number of engineers recruited in 2019. 2019 is this 150, 110, 260, 260 with another 240, 500. So it is 20 more. So 20 more than 500, 5 fours 20. So 4% is the answer. Go to the next question. Secant minus tan, secant plus tan is given. Cosecant plus cot, cosecant plus. Secant means 1 by cos, tan also 1 by cos. So by cos, if I remove, I'll get 1 minus sin theta by 1 plus sin theta is equal to 3 by 5. So 5 minus 5 sin theta is equal to 3 plus 3 sin theta. This gives me sin theta value. Sin theta is equal to, if I send this side, 8 sin theta 1 by 4. Sin theta equal to 1 by 4. If sin theta is 1 by 4, cos theta is root of 1 minus 1 by 16, which is root 15 by 4. Now he's asking here, this one. Cosecant means 1 by sine. This is cos by sine. So finally this expression becomes 1 plus cos by 1 minus cos. So 1 plus root 15 by 4 by 1 minus root 15 by 4, which is 4 plus root 15 by 4 minus root 15. If I multiply top and bottom with 4 plus root 15, I'll get upper 4 plus root 15 whole square. Niche is 16 minus 15, which is 1. Is asking for 16 plus 15, 31 plus 8 root 15 will be your answer, which is here perfectly. Go to the next question. That's it. So this is how we are going to solve the 25 question section of SSC CGL Tier 1 in a time of maximum 18 to 20 minutes. Even if you take 1 or 2 questions a bit longer time, see that in other questions you cut the time, and for that you need have conceptual clarity. If any of the questions that I discussed here, you have got a doubt how that process of answering came, you are always welcome to approach us through the number that I have given through WhatsApp, which is given in the description link. Thank you, all the best, and prepare well for all your examinations.